the Reverend Dr. Roberto Rosado for Traffic Multiplex. In this video, we'll be talking about Bitcoin. Uh, should you invest in Bitcoin? Everyone should know by now what Bitcoin is. It's not paper money. It's not money you can hold in your hand. It's a digital currency. It's defined as money only because it's accepted as money by many people. And that's all that's needed for money to be had. But if you look at Bitcoin, you need to realize in terms of as an investment that it's very, you gotta look at what's happening. There's a lot of craze about it, right? And so it's like the new thing, and people are trying to think, am I missing out on something? And what happens when in this type of environment with any commodity, with anything, it's that usually the prices will inflate. It gets inflated, or what's termed in investor lingo as a bubble. See? Now they call these things a bubble for one reason. See? And that reason is because it can burst at any moment and then everything collapses. So you need to understand what you're looking at. When you're looking at Bitcoin right now, you're not looking at all this value. It's not really something that you're taking it the wrong way. You see this big thing, but really it's like full of air. It's a bubble. So that's what you have to you have to understand what the Bitcoin phenomena is really is. So you need to be very careful in terms of investing, taking your money that you earn in the real world and putting it into digital bubble land, or the matrix, whatever you want to call it. So that's the first thing you need to deal with. So I don't think, no one's telling you to invest. They can't, and they can't tell you not to invest. It's really a personal decision that you make. But you need to understand what you're investing in. At best is a bubble. It's very well blown up at this point. So you are coming in, if you had started way back when, you've made a lot of money, because that bubble has blown substantially since when, way back when it started. And then now, you're going on the risk or the chance that is still excitement. It's still not reached its capacity to expand. You're going on what you don't know. Is that how big is this bubble made to be? And when it comes to this type of phenomena, the bubbles aren't made to be anything. They weren't made to be a bubble in the first place. The bubbles are happening just by human excitement and belief that, this is exciting, this is going to be around, and a lot more people are going to want to accept that and all that. Then you hear these little news items that companies are beginning to accept Bitcoin, making it more a mainstream currency. So that's even more. Everybody, that excitement is expanding more on that bubble. So that's what it is, and so you need to understand that before you think about investing in something. Compared to gold, you see, gold is a physical commodity you can hold in your hand, and Bitcoin is not. See, in terms of what its value, I'm sure you can make a coin that equates to the Bitcoin, but that's the coin itself is not the value. It's the value it's in the digital matrix. You see, the gold is something that you hold. The value is in the item itself. So gold has a difference. Even if it goes up or down, right? It is still, this physical item has value. So Bitcoin does not enjoy that same what we call status. So that's the difference between gold and Bitcoin. And so something you need to also think about. If you're going to invest, you know, you got to think about what you're investing in, and there's other things to worry about. Remember that Bitcoin exists in the computer world, and that means electronics, electrical systems. You know, if you do a little science, you know, you got to understand that not everything is guaranteed, especially in the digital world. You know, it's not the real world. So, you know, pull the plug, and the plug can be pulled by many things, forces of nature or forces of stupid people. So, you know, you got to think about what you're doing. So think about that. Now, which even with the force of nature or the force of stupidity, gold, you know, gold coin, it's a gold coin. See that? So, this is the thing you need to consider. And then we can talk about Bitcoin mining. I put that thing on my computer, and my computer's an $8,000 computer. Okay, $8,000 computer, and I put that thing to work. And you know how much money it told me I was going to make by the week's end? Like $2 or something like that. $2 worth of Bitcoin, and I said, "You must be kidding." Now, for my computer only pump out $2 worth of Bitcoin for a week of working its butt off, that seems to me a bit unreasonable. How much electricity was chewed out by this machine to go and figure out for these other people what their balloon looks like for that week? It's like, so bit mining also is something that, unless you got a what they call a computer farm, this is a few CPUs, and they sell them just for bit mining. So you can have a racked up. You got to spend a few $1,000s and have that working. Also, I mean, I guess if you have that money and you want to invested in something that at least is creating a bubble Bitcoin for you, I guess that would be something to do. But for the regular person like myself, even that I'm not regular in the sense that regular folks don't have an $8,000 computer. Um, you got regular $1,000, $2,000, maybe even a gaming computer, 3, 4. But I got an $8,000 computer, so I'm not regular folk. But even I am not going to waste my time and computer on such a little return. It's just ridiculous. So, and there's many experts online. You can read some articles, do some research, because a lot of the experts are saying that the costs of mining the Bitcoin will increase soon, meaning that and the payout will be reduced. So this is what's going to be happening soon enough. So before you go out and invest, you better check your thinking, because you're going to invest a few $1,000s in farming equipment, only to find sooner or later that the Bitcoin would be reduced, And so now the amount of Bitcoin that you will be making will be cut in half, and you would just barely paying the electricity used to make that Bitcoin. So in terms, it's a losing proposition. So again, these are the issues that that are affecting and should be things that you need to consider. Now we have created a program that replaces this idiocy with something sensible. So if you're interested in Bitcoin and gold, we have both of those things. We have a program that will pay you Bitcoin if you want it, and will pay you gold if you want that. And if you're interested in investing, and particularly in gold at this point, you can also do that. Okay. And if you're interested in that program, something more, you'll be making Bitcoin. Forget about running your computer for hours on end. It's a software that you install on your computer, but it's nothing like mining for Bitcoin. You will earn money. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to say money. You will earn Bitcoin or gold on your decision, which or both of them. From working with this software, you'll only need to work with it 15 minutes, a half an hour. If you want to just make all the Bitcoin and gold, real gold, it's to hold in your hand. So you go. So if you want to do that, then this is the program that you should be doing. Forget the mining bit, because that is like a waste of resources, a waste of a computer. You can make a lot more with your computer with less time than doing that. So don't do it. It's just ridiculous. But again, that's your decision. But I'm just offering you an alternative that will pay you more Bitcoin. You really want to earn Bitcoin, then this program is for you. You'll earn real Bitcoin, a significant Bitcoin, instead of having to wait just to make $2 worth of Bitcoin, which is not even a Bitcoin. You got to make a few thousand to have one Bitcoin. It's ridiculous. Okay, so again, but if you want to earn that Bitcoin, my program helps you do that quicker and quicker and less time and less energy wasted than trying to mine it. So look into that. The link will be here below or in the video, and learn about the program and get involved with it, because after I saw this thing with Bitcoin, I said it's not the way to go. And this program is a better program for you to develop, grow in these with these currencies, Bitcoin and others, and gold, which is personally I prefer the gold, because the coin in my hand I can do things with. If all the lights go out, everybody's going ape. Even the ape looks at the shiny gold. Say, banana, banana. At least I got a chance. Take with Bitcoin. You think what? Huh? What? Calling me a name? That's my name. Take care.